Welcome to our opening convocation. I would ask that we pause for a word of prayer before we begin. Gracious and loving God, we celebrate in the beginning of this new academic year, and we ask thy blessing on the new community of students who have just arrived on campus. May they grow in knowledge and understanding across the years of their studies at Drury. May they find a field which speaks to their hearts and minds, and may they be blessed with rich friendships, rewarding community connections, and many opportunities for service along the way. With thanksgiving for the faculty and staff who will work to help guide and support the Drury student community, and with an expression of deep appreciation and best wishes for our new president, Dr. Jeff Frederick, I offer this prayer in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. You may be seated.
Morning, everybody. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
That's better. Happy Thursday. Let me begin by thanking all of the students who are here today, all of our distinguished faculty who are here today, our hardworking staff who has helped in so many ways to make events like this happen, to all of our parents, loved ones, extended family members, and friends. Thanks for being here to get our academic year off to a good start. Convocation is a celebration. It's the start of your journey here at Drury. It's a chance to get this party started. 4 years from now, you will end in this place, walking across the stage with a big handshake. There will be tears, some from your parents, some from you, some from our faculty, but it will be a great celebration then as well. In many ways, even though this is my 22nd year in working at a university, this is actually my first year as well. For those of you who just started at Drury, I am as new to Drury as you are, as Dr. Browning indicated in his wonderful invocation. I moved here June 1 to have the chance to be the president here at the university. Put another way, I'm the guy who lives behind Sunderland Hall with my wife Melinda, who's here this morning, and my dog Briggs, who has probably already slobbered all over you if he's seen you on campus. I've met many of you here and over the summer, including at Fusion First, and especially over the last week or so, as y'all have moved into campus. And just like you, since I've been to campus, I've shot a few baskets, I've played a little pickleball, I've watched a skunk or two on campus, I've put our bags away, I ventured around town a little bit, I probably drank too much coffee, I've took some runs around campus and downtown and C Street, and I've met a bunch of good people. When you applied to come to Drury, when you moved in last week, when you volunteered out into the community on Monday, when you went to class on Tuesday and Wednesday and today, in one way or the other, you were indicating that you believe in college. You came here convinced that the totality of what you will do here will matter, not only over your next 4 years, but over your next 40. You came to Drury because you believe that what you will do here individually and what we will all do collectively matters for this moment in your life and beyond. You came to Drury because this university and our faculty and staff are committed to making this place as welcoming and comfortable as possible. In this way, we are the same. Neither of us are completely sure about what happens next in September or November or March, but we all believe that it matters. And none of us came here to hide in plain sight. We came here to know other people and to be known. We came because we believe that small classes, sizes, lifelong friends, and finding invaluable mentors matters. We came to Drury because we believe in the power of relationships. We came to Drury because we all know that even if there are some things that Drury could do better, I was in the Trustee Science Center this morning, and we have some very cold offices. What we do well, what Drury does especially well, is the single most important thing a college can do and should do well. We turn students into graduates that have the skills and experiences to lead meaningful and fulfilling lives. And that matters. Since I accepted the job as president, I've been meeting people all over campus and community, all over the state, talking to them all over the country, and they believe in Drury because of what Drury did for them. I've been asking them one at a time, as I've probably already asked many of you as well, to tell me their Drury story. Tell me the narrative of what the Drury years meant to them, how Drury helped them become who they are today, how Drury helped equip them with the values and the skills that have lasted their lifetime. And I've taken all of those stories and distilled them into the core of my remarks today. And I say to you today that there are three particular aspects for you to focus on in your time here at Drury. They all connect directly to these Drury stories I've heard from people who are in these same seats 2 and 5 and 10 and 20 and, believe it or not, 60 years ago. And those things that were true for them are true for you today. And all of these three things that I'll mention to you are things that Drury does especially well. And so when your Drury has unfolded, you will find that your Drury years created growth and passion and excellence and resilience and trust and character, just like it's done for all the people that I've spent the last couple of months talking to you. So here are the three things. 1, find your purpose. Some people refer to this as finding your calling or your mission or your vocation, the reason for which you were put on this earth. Missouri native Mark Twain once noted in some form or fashion of this, maybe the two most important days in a person's life are the day you were born and the day you figure out why. It can seem overwhelming to figure out what your purpose, your mission, your vocation, your calling is. Especially if you are under the impression, for whatever reason, that the person next to you has it all figured out, has painstakingly mapped out the next 40 years of their life, including what they're doing 4 years from now on a March afternoon. If you aren't sure what you want to study, let alone what you want to do for the rest of your life, I'm here to tell you that's okay. In fact, if anything, that's more common than anyone else might necessarily tell you today. In fact, like most people, you might not have it all figured out, which is why I'm going to encourage you to spend some time in the Compass Center, which is located on one end of the O'Reilly Enterprise Center. The Compass Center exists here to help you. So do dozens of faculty and staff and colleagues all around this campus who are available and interested in your conversation about how you find what your purpose, mission, vocation, or calling is. And know this, you don't have to know anytime soon. And you don't have to miss a class, to rush out after here, to go to the Compass Center, to start a conversation about life's great meaning for you. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to take your time and not to know. Now, the world is really great at giving you an answer right away. What with Google and AI and instant streaming, all things that you grew up with as digital natives. But I'm here to tell you some things take time, and it's okay to use it. Again, I've met people all over this town, this state, and this country whose Drury story focused on how their time here helped them over time to find that purpose, to find that calling. It is in Drury's DNA to expose you to courses and ideas and people and possibilities so that in time you will hone in on your passions. And it's the journey, it's the process of untangling all of these possibilities that's going to help you to grow and adapt and evolve and migrate into new areas as your calling becomes ever more clearer. And you make some interesting changes and perhaps even move in some new directions. I'm a big fan of the African-American theologian Howard Thurman, who encapsulates the complexity of figuring out what you're going to do for the rest of your life with the simplicity of asking yourself a kind of basic question. Don't ask yourself what the world needs, Thurman writes. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And go do that. Because the world needs people who have come alive. And if you don't know today, on a Thursday in August, it's okay. So find your purpose. Second advice, find your people. Find your people. In talking to Drury folk from every age, I've heard repeatedly about finding their best friends, their spouses, their partners, their sisters from a sorority experience, their brothers from a fraternity experience, their teammates from riding on buses all over the Midwest to go compete against other schools, teammates who still text each other every day. I've heard of suite mates who became business partners, professors, coaches, and mentors who have written letters of recommendations for years. People who traveled with you internationally while at Drury that forged a bond that you will never, ever forget. I've heard stories about RAs who kept you out of trouble. I've heard stories about student affairs leaders who offered you help and advice when somehow trouble found you anyway. And all that's okay. Your people are here at Drury. They are. I promise you they're here. Because Drury's a place where you'll find someone just like you, and equally as important, Drury's a place where you'll find someone unlike anyone you've ever met before. And both of those are really great additions to your people. So I say to you, your job is to find your people, which means you might have to form a study group. You might have to be brave enough to sit with someone else at lunch. You might have to go to a student organization meeting, whether you're sure that it's the student organization for you or not. You might have to come to a ball game. You might have to go to a chapel service. And most importantly, you definitely should be going to office hours to meet your faculty members. And maybe the first question is not, how do I get a better grade? That could be the second or third, but the first one is, can we talk about this interesting award-winning lecture you just gave? Tip for those of you who might be interested. I say to you today that the world is interdependent on the power of relationships. And those relationships here at Drury can be harnessed with singular acts of bravery that I'm asking you to engage in. And those acts of bravery start with the boldness of doing things like saying, hello, or good morning, or pass the ketchup, or maybe even where are you from. Those indications of individual acts of bravery can unlock the power of turning I into we. And no longer is it I going to the CX, I going to the soccer game, I going through IFC Rush, but it begins to become we. And when there are more we's in your sentences, you're starting to find your people. Life, as I've said many times here over the last couple of months, is group work. You are interdependent on others. You will spend the rest of your life working together with other people. So this act of finding your people right here, right now, this week, next week, and beyond will only pay off for you for the rest of your life. And don't forget this, you will need these people, and they will need you. So it becomes an act of reciprocal friendship. Third, fill up on your skills. Make sure you leave here with as many skills as you possibly can acquire in your time at Drury. The Drury experience that started over the last several days will end with you walking across this stage. Probably sit back a little bit further. And then you'll be heading off to conquer the world through that first career job, grad school, med school, law school, the military, the Peace Corps. It could be anything that's next. And any or all of those, and an even further endless list of possibilities of what you'll be doing 4 years from now, all require you to leave here with as many skills as you can possibly acquire. Drury Fusion will provide you with 3 credentials at graduation. expanding the range of possibilities of what can be imagined and what can be done, and then most importantly, what could be done next. The world will change dozens, if not hundreds of times in your lifetime. So the skills you acquire have to be skills that not only help you to do what is right in front of you, but what is down the line. When you graduate, you'll have a lifetime of memories, you'll have an academic transcript of your courses, and a separate transcript of the specific skills you added in your inventory during your time here at Drury. You will grow, and you will leave here with records of how you did it. And that's pretty cool. And not to be missed, your involvement on this campus and all over this community will blend perfectly with the academic training you have received in classrooms and prepare you, like so many Drury alums I have met, to go take on the world, however you choose to define the world that's in front of you. Now, as a matter of great practicality, for those of you who sit in this room today on a Thursday in August, as I'm going to say roughly 18-year-olds, know that the current life expectancy in this country is 79.25 years of age. Older for women, which is a historically interesting development that didn't used to be true. Meaning you've got 60 plus additional years after you graduate and walk across the stage to do really cool things, to live, to lead in this town, in this state, in this country, and in this world after you have your bachelor's degree. Be sure to wring every possible skill you can from your time here at Drury. The world today pivots on an axis of skills. And the more that you can do, and the more that you're willing to try to learn how to do, the more you will make the decisions that you want to have for your life, as opposed to someone else making the decisions of what you can and cannot do. Your skill inventory will go a long way to determine how you make your mark in this world, how you build the companies and communities you will live in, how you teach in the schools where you will work at, how you will raise your family if you choose to do so, or how you lead in this world. Your ability to influence the next 60 years of world history, and more importantly, your personal history, is grounded directly in the skills that you will develop during your time here. And none are more important than simply learning how to learn. Learning how to learn, which in a whole bucket full of skills might be the one you will pull out most often over those next 60 years. You will learn how to college. Sorry, I just turned a noun into a verb. You will learn how to college as soon as you have learned how to learn. And suddenly this place will get a lot easier and a lot more fulfilling and a lot more meaningful, and then the rest of the world is in front of you. Let me end my time with you today with a thought and a poem. The poem will come first. It's by Maya Angelou. Shadows on the wall, noises down the hall. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghosts in a cloud. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Mean old Mother Goose, lions on the loose, they don't frighten me at all. Dragons breathing flame on my counterpane, that doesn't frighten me at all. I go boo, make them shoo, I make fun, away they run. I won't cry, so they fly. I just smile. They go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Tough guys in a fight, all alone at night. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Panthers in the park, strangers in the dark. No, they don't frighten me at all. That new classroom where boys pull my hair, kissy little girls with their hair in curls, they don't frighten me at all. Don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I'm afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. I've got a magic charm that I keep in my sleeve. I can walk the ocean floor and never have to breathe. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all, not at all. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Here's the comment. These are wonderful years, full of hope and inspiration, courage and accomplishment, fun and friends and family and bright futures and adventures and travel and a million things. And that's all true. But the days and nights can be overwhelming now and again at college. It's okay to say that out loud. The poem lists all manner of things that the poet is supposedly not scared of. shadows and noises and dogs and ghosts and lions and dragons and tough guys and panthers and strangers and frogs and snakes and the like. It seems for someone who keeps saying in the poem, life doesn't frighten me at all, there sure are a lot of things on the list that they're not afraid of. In fact, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. There's nothing wrong at all with potentially even being afraid in your first week of college. The challenge is simply to never stay afraid. Courage is not the absence of fear. We all get scared of something. It's part of the way we were made. Courage is the ability to move in and out of those parts of our lives that could otherwise immobilize us, cause us to doubt ourselves, or give in and give up. That's what real fear is. Face your fears. Find your people. Get help. Take heart. Take courage. You can do this. We promise you that you can do this. And we tell you that you do not have to do it alone. So I close with 3 final tips for any and every day, and all 3 of them are going to sound eerily similar. Tip number 1, ask for help. Tip number 2, ask for help. Tip number 3, ask for help. You have access to everything you need on this campus, in this community, and most importantly, inside of you to make this place in the next 4 years the best or among the best in your life. Just like so many who have come before you, who have told me their Drury story have done. The best of all of us have a moment, or perhaps many moments, when it all seems so hard, maybe even too hard, and that whisper of fear can become a bolt of doubt. But in any moment where indecision or doubt or fear find their way into your daily calendar, please ask for help. This campus is full of people who cannot wait to pour into you those things that can help you move forward until you find yourself saying, like the poet, life doesn't frighten me at all. And in so doing, you will have started your own Drury story. And when that story has unfolded, like those people I've talked to over the last couple of months, you will find that it has created growth and passion and excellence and resilience and trust and character. And each of those last a lifetime. Have a great year. I'll see you around campus.
Hello. My name is Carter Hall, and I'm the president of Student Government Association here at Drury. It is such an honor that I can be here this morning to speak to you all. When I was asked to give a few remarks for today's convocation, I was a bit stumped at what I should say. I thought I might talk about the friends I've made here at Drury, or maybe the wonderful professors. While the friends I've made and the professors I've met have had a big impact on me, it is Drury as an institution that has made the most lasting impact. Now, I'm not a whole lot older than the freshman class, but I have been here long enough to see some changes in my life, on campus, and in society. My classes have made me more well-rounded, sure, and spending time on campus brings me closer to my classmates. But the challenges that come with independence and choosing my own path at Drury have provided the most valuable experiences I've ever had. Many of you are probably missing your parents, or your dog, or maybe even your own bed. You are embarking on a huge change in your life. But with that big change, you have an even bigger opportunity. Whether you realize it or not, you are opening yourself up to be successful. Now, success can be quantified in a million ways: financial, spiritual, intellectual, academic, you name it. But no matter what kind you're looking for, Drury can equip you with the tools to be successful. For me personally, Drury has allowed me to change into the person that I wanted to become. I was recently at a national conference for my fraternity earlier this month. One of the national officers, Michael Brady, left me with a quote that stuck. He said that in his personal experience, changing for the sake of change is unwise. Not changing for the sake of not changing is equally unwise. You all have no choice. You will have to change one way or another in your time at Drury. College isn't something that you can just coast through. Being successful at Drury starts with wanting to be successful at Drury. With the tools provided by Drury and not being afraid to ask for help from friends or professors, by embracing the changes that come with the college experience, you can be successful. In closing, please consider that your success at Drury is largely up to you. But though it is up to you, you never have to do it alone. Drury is a small community, but it is a diverse one. There's always someone else who is interested in the same type of success that you are. You are all capable people, or you wouldn't be in this room. I have faith that each and every one of you can achieve the success you search for here at Drury. On behalf of student government, it is my honor to formally recognize the incoming freshman class. Thank you.
I now call on Dr. Harville to come to the lectern to present our Warren White Scholars.
Today we have the honor of recognizing a group of exceptional students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement during their freshman year. These sophomores have not only successfully navigated the challenges of transitioning to college life, but have also excelled in their studies. Their dedication, intellectual curiosity, and work ethic have set them apart as exemplary scholars. As we celebrate their achievements, we look forward to their continued contributions that they will make to our academic community in the years to come. These scholars are named in recognition of Judge Warren L. White. Warren L. White graduated from Drury in 1904, and from 1912 until 1916, he served as an assistant prosecuting attorney. He was then elected to the position of circuit judge in the Division II of Greene County. Judge White was re-elected for 6 consecutive terms, totaling 36 years. This reflected widespread respect and admiration for his insightful and dispassionate judgments and deep understanding of human nature. He retired in 1960 at the age of 75 and died on New Year's Day in 1964 at the age of 79. The scholarship has been established in his honor to reward the achievement of excellent academics for first-year students. The Judge White Scholars are students with the highest grade point average after their completion of their first year at Drury. The outstanding students receive a scholarship award and designation of Judge Warren L. White Scholars. Will the scholars for 2023-2024 please stand? Let's give them a round of applause. As I call your name, please come forward and receive your award from President Frederick. Taryn Brumley. Kylie Bergen. Andreas Chatzajanizis. Kaylee Cook. Jackson Cornell. Preston Dodson. Leela Eriks. Hunter Essery. Aaron Fick. Pauline Fouts. Jesselyn Gann. Quentin Gold. Jaime Gomez Guillamon de Las Heras. Anna Harris. Drew Harris. Tyler Harris. Hannah Hudson. Convocation is Ringhausen. Kyle Keltner. Olivia Kusick. Esther Manning. Avery Massman. Braden Pierce. Lauren Shoemaker. Ashley Sexton. Christina Vestman. Gracie Waterman. Sorry. Alvaro Zonoza. Let's give one big round of applause one more time for our Warm White Scholars.
Thank you for being a part of this celebration. May you go into this year with confidence, knowing that you will be able to find the purpose for your life. May you move into the future with love, knowing that perfect love casts out fear, and as we make connections, we live with greater joy. And as you move into the future, may you recognize that your skills, when built up in the building of the skills of others, all help to bring about a more joyful world. Find your gift that you can give away in service to others. Have a fabulous year. And as we close with what should be the proper ordering of the bulletin, let us stand together to sing our alma mater.
Glory to thee,